you feel? Daily feelings, I'm counting millions, this ain't no cap. Shoot through the ceiling, look how they act when I enter the building, like for real. What I look like taking it back? If I said it, then I meant it. Bitch, let's get it, gon' pull up the stats. Pull 'em up, I'm pulling up. Hop out, what we talking about? Big dog, don't need clout. When it comes to it, it's no doubt. Whole presence, legend. Control the room when I step in. Got it jumping off the meter. Welcome to GIL's arena. On fire, no fever. Natural born leader. Official like a referee whistle. Been earn my stripes, no zebra. Hey, let's get it, let's get it. Triple double, you in trouble. Who want a verses? Lace on my sneaks. I do this here on repeat. I can do this in my sleep. You know I ain't lying. I be flying like I'm Zion. I be laughing, haters crying. Podcast doing numbers. Look like I'm handling my business. Always keeping it 100. Who want to smoke? Run it. Cause you talking like you want it. All I know is when it come to this basketball, you better bring that dog, yeah. That boy got no chill. That boy ain't got no chill. That boy got no chill. Like for real. That boy got no chill. That boy ain't got no chill. You gon' tell it to him straight, don't care how you feel.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Hello, people. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Saturday. It's your boy, me, Gil. What up, chat? How you guys out here doing? Who is this rapping me? Nah, I don't know. You know, one of you amazing fans, you know, dropped this song for me, so I appreciate you. Now, I've been seeing people like dissect, you know, the content of GIL's Arena, and I'm like, why don't I do that? So that's what I'm here to do today. I'm here to dissect some of the hostile moments, some of the great moments, some of the bad moments of GIL's Arena. The contradictions, who won, right? If I'm involved, I won, of course. You know what I mean? I'm biased. It's my show, right? I don't give a fuck about who sound like they're winning. It's my show right now, so most likely I won the argument if I have to say. But we will see. Okay? But how you doing? Welcome. If you ain't a member, please member up. We have new membership stuff going on up in there. I don't know. I haven't been in a while, but I see a lot of videos that's going to be dropped in there for you guys. I just received that $30,000 IRL bag, you know, so I can do moving content. You know, like the Kai Sanats and all of them big wigs out there, right? You know, they done set the bar up, so I got to jump up there with them. You feel me? So let's get right to it. The most hostile moments, starting off. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Payal. Bam Beam. Ooh, I don't know if this is the new one or the first one. I don't know. The nigga was in black both times. Let's see what we got, y'all.
I'm trying not to Nick shut the fuck up while I'm talking. I thought it was some bullshit.
Y'all tripping, so what are we talking about? You said you fucking with my son. Was it? Let's talk about you.
Dang.
About you. I even agree. Did I agree?
Watch out. You're not doing me like that on this house.
These motherfuckers can't stop.
Jump to the next topic, please.
Hey, we are entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. This was a lot of energy that just started off the goddamn thing. Okay. See, I didn't know they was dropping this stuff. Let's go. Oh, I hit him with
that nigga yesterday. That's wild. I've never seen a nigga come back from being dead.
I hate when people make that bullshit narrative of where, you know, you're a top scoring guy because you're on a losing team. That actually makes that shit way harder. Like if you're
ain't no facts, man. I'm glad, you know, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm glad he was there. Right? Because you gotta remember, we the only two niggas who was scoring like that, you know. So the fact that he understands is what I appreciate. Like, finally, man. God damn. Put some respect on our names.
only guy teams are focused on a nightly basis, and you still go out there and average 30. That's harder to do than a guy that has a Steph Curry or a Clay. Huh? I'm not saying that.
Asking you.
He said he's not saying that. I'm not saying
I'm just asking the way. I know he was saying it.
I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is that narrative around that, bullshit. Like that's not even a common thing. We see guys average 30 on losing teams all the time. That's not a common thing.
No, it's not.
Because it's fucking hard to do.
Nah,
Yes, it.
And that's where it is. It is to be on a losing team to average 30 points a game. That is actually hard. I'm sorry. I don't know why people think that shit is easy. To be the main guy on a losing team to average 30 points, that's hard.
When the fuck did you do
I
it?
ain't got a scouting report. Y'all ain't got a fucking scouting report. And who gonna scout the fucking losing team?
All right, so let me ask you a question. All right, so when y'all would play me in Sacramento, who the fuck was the scouting report?
Nobody. They just knew we gonna go out there and whoop y'all ass.
First of all, you right.
Hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of funny. Like nobody, we just because he was on the Golden State, team, and they was probably just whooping everybody ass at the time.
I ain't been paying attention.
Damn, but who won? I don't even think he had shoot around when he played sack. Yeah. They're like sack in town. Okay. Shit.
Okay.
Fuck.
Who we got?
Who we got?
Yeah, let's do his thing. He's right now. He's gonna do his thing.
That's the hardest part with this crew sometimes because you don't know when trolling is trolling and when they're being serious.
No, you gotta stop the one person. This motherfucker ain't paying attention on defense anyway.
Thomas.
Kurt Thomas? Kenny Thomas? Kenny Thomas.
No, on Brooklyn. Don't he average like 30?
No.
Cam Thomas, yeah.
Cam Thomas, how much he average?
He was averaging like 20.
He's never averaged 30, bro.
He averaged something.
You did average so did I. Like 27.
26, 27?
Yeah, but something, yeah. He played games.
Everybody's going here. Listen, we're gonna score 3 motherfuckers on them. I same thing. I hate that shit. Like, if score 30, I gotta go 1,000 miles an hour. This is a losing team, and there's one guy to focus on. We know this guy averages 30. There's one guy to focus on. And you can't stop. You're sitting here saying that's easy to do.
What he's saying is 30 points on a bad team. Somebody got to get majority of the points. If you every night are getting
your talent is still gonna speak for itself.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all are averaging 100 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
That team you're on, you're the number one focus.
Right.
You're the number one guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get 50%.
And if it was that simple, we would see guys averaging 30 on losing teams all the time.
If they were good.
If they were simple, that's the point I'm making.
I don't know. The point he's making is if you that dude and you are really a good player, you can average 30 on a bad team. It's not called empty stats. So basically saying anybody can do it, but it's not being done, right? On losing teams, there's not a bunch of guys that's averaging 30. So the argument that Rashad and Nick is making doesn't even make sense to what Boogie Cousins is saying. And Rashad kind of agree, but then disagree.
You can still be a really, really good player on a losing team. Or you can be on a losing team and just be an average guy, right? So why does it make it to where you're just a stat guy if you're on a losing team? You're still a really good player. Like, you can still tell the difference.
You were saying that it's harder.
Yes, absolutely. If you're guard,
If we know that you're gonna get,
if there's one guy averaging 30 on the team,
you can
compared
take
to
as many shots as
has 3 guys averaging 40.
you take all the shots you want to average. I don't have nobody else.
You still gotta go. You still gotta score those points. So it's not.
So let's put it in a
good team situation. What's harder to guard? One guy averaging 30 or 3 guys averaging 20? What's harder to guard?
Like a shoot any shot he wants.
So what are we talking about?
It's hard.
What's harder to guard? One person that can score 30 or 3 people that can average 20. Obviously, it's 3 people that can average 20. Those 3 people are harder to guard. It's harder to scout for. And he agrees.
Somebody
the 3 guys that average 20.
No.
Because you can't scout for those 3.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't. It's easy to scout for one person.
So let's put it in a winning situation.
I'm saying we can scout for the 3 guys. So I said, what is harder to stop? The one person? The one person?
Oh, the one, yeah, for sure.
What?
The one guy is easier to stop.
See, and this is what he just said. The hardest people to stop is the three. Now, what Rashad did right here is switch the conversation. He switched what was said.
Person.
So the question is, what is harder to guard?
To stop. The one person? The one person? Oh, the one, yeah, for sure. What?
So he realized what he said, so here he goes, about to switch it.
The one guy is easier to stop.
So now he switches as the one guy is easier to stop. So he switches to make himself right when he realized he was wrong.
So it was easy. No, yeah.
The one guy is easier to everybody.
So when you look at it in the reverse,
Yes.
is the one guy that has to go against a whole team that's scouting him. His job is harder compared to those three guys that's going in.
It might be easier for us to stop him, but you're saying that it's harder to score 30. It's not, my nigga. You have so many other.
I didn't say it was hard to score 30. I said it's hard to
Average.
30. It's a difference.
The same as the average of my shot attempts, my efficiency. If I'm out there,
All that goes into play.
T-Mac.
Any shot you want?
T-Mac average 30
Yeah.
on the bad team.
Yeah. I was gonna put it up.
I mean, he was being quadruple teamed and triple teamed, and I don't know why sometimes they stand on arguments that they know doesn't make sense, right? Like they like, come on, he's a Kobe fan. He knows what Kobe was being guarded like when Shaq left, tripled and quadruple teamed. Like, he know how hard that was. That's what made that special. So I don't even know why he's standing on this argument here. Like, the scouting report is to quadruple team him at all times. As soon as he gets the ball, run, double, triple team. Like, he knows that happened. So I don't even know why he's even wasting his time standing on this argument.
So now let's put it in a winning situation.
What awards did T-Mac deserve?
Allen Iverson.
Score title, nigga.
Let's put it in a winning situation. So let's put it in a winning.
You deserve
anything else.
You don't deserve MVP. You don't deserve anything.
So that means T-Mac isn't good because
And this is why I say, you have to be neutral when you're a commentator and you're in sports, especially at our level, where we're getting the kind of numbers we get. You cannot bring your feelings into our job, because we can't complain about media being biased and then we're being biased. So he just said that if you're on a losing team averaging a bunch of points, you shouldn't be able to win awards. So let's hear it again.
You don't deserve MVP. You don't deserve anything.
so that means T-Mac.
But then it's the same guy who complains about Kobe not winning the MVP over Steve Nash. It's the same logic here, right? If you're on a losing team and you're averaging a bunch of numbers, since it's easy, you shouldn't get the awards.
Isn't good because
He had the easiest way to 30 points a game because he didn't have to pass to nobody else.
It's not easy.
He literally can take all the shots to average 40. When you don't have to pass to somebody else, it's easy. I can take a night off and still have 30. He had 63 and 3 quarters. Y'all tripping.
So if a team comes in and double teams you every single night, that's easy.
That's easy.
That's the only score out.
You just triple team.
You just went from here.
Very easy for not here. You just went from here to here. We generally talk about my double team. We just
What do you think if you're the best player on a bad team? What do you think they're going to do? Double team you. So he's been saying the same thing the whole time.
Listen, when you are the only option, you go get your numbers regardless.
That's not. Then why isn't it more guys?
Kevin Martin, before he got the sack, before you got the sack, he was averaging 28.
What's that mean? He's not a good scorer?
That means that he's on sack, and you can average 28 if you're the only nigga.
But does that mean he's not a good scorer?
Nigga, what was the rookie of the year? Evans, 20 a game. Nobody was there. Then I can average 20 a game because I don't got a pass to nobody else. Did he average 20 a game after that when Marcus came in? When Isaiah came in? Well, other niggas that can play, nah. Because the number, because my player hold it down.
No, he actually got hurt. He actually got hurt.
His attempts go down.
He got hurt.
Players come in.
He got hurt.
You gotta swing that bitch
Yeah,
down.
You have, of course, your numbers go down because you have better players with you to pass the ball to. That's why your numbers go down. You have better players to pass to, so you're not gonna want to shoot a lot of shots. Like, I don't get it. I just think right now he's just trying to figure out how to get out of the conversation.
His rookie year, he had the ball in his hands all the time. He could have averaged 28.
He could have.
Yeah, but he didn't. He wasn't effective because he wasn't effective. But he shot that bitch every time.
But he did it, so that's
He wasn't effective.
You're just saying something. That don't even got to do what we're saying.
I don't even know an argument that they're having at this point. I don't even know what argument they're having at this point, because we're saying if you're a great player and you're on a bad team, you're going to average 30. It doesn't diminish who you are as a player. You're great. Bad team, good team. It's harder to guard you when you have a whole bunch of other players around you. It's easier to guard you when you're by yourself because the whole scouting report is you. So if you're inefficient in your performance when they're double and tripling team you, you're not that good. So I don't understand what McCants is still holding on to when he's already agreed twice. Not knowing he agreed, but he agreed twice with what he was saying. High dollar, Gil, are you slow to understand that if you don't bring your feelings to the job, we don't give a fuck about what you're saying? Your feelings make it who it comes from and why it's important. No, that's not feelings. Logic is not feelings, it's just logic. Feelings means this. You're going to contradict yourself to every point you make because your feelings about who you like over trumps logic because you like that person. Then when you have a conversation like this, and then you say that if you are on a losing team with fucking numbers, you shouldn't win awards. And then your feelings for another player says, well, Kobe should have won the MVP over Steve Nash when his team was bad because that's his favorite player. You see how feelings and logic contradicts itself all the time. So either you have to stand on your feelings, which you're going to contradict yourself every time you open your mouth when it comes to everybody else, versus logic. If you just stay logical and you have, if your opinions is based on logic and not opinions based on hatred, then it's easier to stay kind of in the middle. It's that simple. Dr. Watts, if you fuck my wife, how would I feel? She wouldn't be my wife if you're fucking her. Let's just get a new one. I don't get it. That's logical. You fuck my wife, I get a new one. You see how there's no feelings involved? What I'm gonna do? Go kill you and do all that? No, nigga, I get a new one. I'm me. Hence why I can talk about the Shaq stuff without any feelings. It doesn't bother me. I'm an NBA player that can just get whatever I want, whoever I want, when I want. You see how that works? Simple.
He got average 30. Like, what the fuck? I got the opportunity for him to do it on a bad team. He had the opportunity and he didn't do it, which proves my point. It's not easy to do.
Wait. Hold the fuck on.
You playing the Drew, right?
They call you what?
I am a...
I am legend. He plays with all of his friends, so he puts nobody else good on his team.
Because we know your team when your ass is trash.
Yeah,
When everybody, with all your homies, when everybody was triple teaming you,
And I still had 67.
you still had 60. So was it easy for you?
Is it? Yes.
Was it easy?
It's easy.
If you shoot, I can shoot any shot.
And he was being triple teamed, quadruple teamed. Like that's the funny part. Now he's trying to prove he was being tripled and quadruple teamed when he was in the Drew, busting ass. But that's what made him good.
I don't want the court like fucking Dave Lillard.
You was just a regular ass scorer then, but you was just on a horrible team to score. Or were you just that skilled that you can beat through double teams?
I could shoot.
He know how he can decide to shoot. You had the green light Washington, didn't you?
Nah, he's so.
No, after that.
Oh, yeah, when he left?
Yeah.
And John Wall was good.
Don't bring John into this shit. John was a rookie, so
What if it was Mr. Brown? Oh shit! If it was Mr. Brown, boy, I'm going to jail. No, I'm just playing. Mr. Brown can't fuck his own baby mamas.
Let's go. He was working. What you average?
He was the number one pick. I got a motherfucker like him out of it.
So you the second option now. What did you average?
18? Shut the fuck up, man. I did.
He did.
It's easy though.
It is.
So why didn't average 30? So why didn't average 30?
Or John Wall got the keys.
You had the keys. You was the second option.
I was
You
there.
was the second option on the bad team with a rookie point guard. You should at least average 25 if that
I'll
shit
be
is
honest
that
with
easy.
you. I just thought hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Played 26 minutes a game, average 15. If I played more minutes on a bad team like Minnesota, I can definitely average 26 a game.
Hold on, you averaged 15 to 26 minutes, and you was and your jump was gonna be to 25.
Because I didn't have no plays. I didn't do. It was literally the next year was supposed to be Shad. You're the second option. So you and Big Al.
Shad, I played you in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah. What about it? What about it? What about it?
Hey, no. Okay, listen. Because Rashad didn't say that, nigga, we didn't play. We just thought they motherfuckers played against each other. Like we're not really in the researching of did they play. They was not playing against each other. They never played against each other. But one said he played against him, and the other one damn near agreed. I played against you too. Now, what Shad is saying that he would have averaged 26. That would have been cap. Because the number one player on a team only averaged 22. So if you'd have been the second option on that team, you wouldn't have averaged 26 if the number one option only averaged 22 that year. The next year, what he's talking about. So that was a hypothetical, like he was saying.
And and your jump was gonna be to 25?
Because I didn't have no plays. I didn't do. It was literally the next year was supposed to be Shad. You're the second option. So you and Big Al.
Shad, I played you in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah. What about it? What about it? What about it?
Oh, wait, hold on.
What about it?
What you was saying?
We played you too. I seen Big Al play against you too. What that mean?
That threw us off when he said that. We didn't find out until after that they never played against each other.
I got my bucket. We have a Jordan. We have a Jordan pool. 15. Cool. We have the bench. Yeah. Off the bench. Cool. Yeah, anyway, we have a Jordan pool example where a dude was. No, we have
I'm trying to get out of the conversation before they start getting to beefing. So I'm trying to hurry up because I don't like hypotheticals and stuff like this when we have real live examples. And I'm like, yo, we got Jordan Poole. And that's where I'm trying to hurry up and get it to before these motherfuckers realize that they throwing slight shots at each other.
When you start going personal, when you start getting cooked, we want to go personal because we talk.
The funny part is, after this moment right here, Rashad is stuck right here. He's stuck on this moment, and he don't give a fuck about nothing else we're gonna be talking about.
About who can do what. When you have an opportunity. No, we want real. That is real. I just named that's a hypothetical. All these guys talking about. I named all these guys. A perfect example, and we know who it is. He came off the bench, right? On the championship team. I like this. Yeah. He averaged 20 on that team. He did. Jordan Poole. No one doubled him. No one really scouted for him because they have these players.
We already had this.
He goes to Washington where he is the main focal point on the defensive scouting report. He averages 17.
He went down 3 points, and there's no Steph, Clay, ultimate green light.
Yeah, the ultimate dude, whatever the
Nah, they was
We see the ball in his hand.
on his team.
But we're not making.
And that's why I use that, because what Nick and Rashad is saying is anybody can average 30 points on a bad team. So the fact that you averaged 20 points coming off the bench on a championship team with Clay, with Curry, you go by yourself, you should average 30. Easy. Since it's that easy on a bad team. Not realizing that scouting report is going to scout you different and they're going to guard you different.
Now we can have Kuzma's on his team, bro. What do you mean?
Man, come on, bro.
Where was Porzingis?
Come on. Boston.
Excuse me?
No, he was in Dallas.
Say it again so I know y'all know ball. Where was Porzingis?
Boston.
When Jordan Poole got there?
Yes. Yes.
The part is he's wrong because he thought he was in Washington. And I was wrong because I'm in damn near 2019, 2018 talking about some fucking Dallas. Just yelling out. Just yelling out shit. Look at me jump out the window.
Kuzma's on his team, bro. What do you mean?
Man, come on, bro.
Where was Porzingis?
Come on. Boston.
Excuse me?
No, he was in Dallas.
Say it again so I know y'all know ball. Where was Porzingis?
Boston.
When Jordan Poole got there?
Yes. Yes.
Because he wanted to use him as an excuse of why Jordan Poole didn't average 20, but he just left Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. So Kuzma and Porzingis is irrelevant to where he just left the average 20 off the bench.
This one.
Jordan Poole averaged 20 points. Jordan Poole averaged 10
Poole was
points.
still there.
So I would admit, Jordan Poole averaged 20. Jordan still, no, Jordan Poole
So he didn't average.
wasn't, bro.
Wait, so he averaged 20 points. Where was our Steph Curry?
No, he wasn't.
But he came.
Come on, buddy.
He didn't have 20. He didn't have between. That's the minimum.
Let's shot attempt to the first.
So they said he averaged more shot attempts the last year in Golden State than his first year in Washington, because obviously that defense changed. Now, it's not as easy as people think, man. It's just this manufactured idea that there's this thing called empty stats on bad teams if you're a good player. It wasn't a reality. It just became this topic just to discredit, players.
Because he is double team now. You come on, pick and roll.
Woo, baby, what's up? Look at you. Come on over here. Look at my baby. And I'm live. Someone said they wanted his name is Dr. He's not a real doctor, but his name is Dr. Chicago, something Watts.
Okay. And?
Hmm?
And what did he say?
He said he wanted to smack cheeks.
And?
Not mine, yours. And he said, what would I do?
What'd you say?
Get a new one.
You allowed it?
No, I said I got a new one.
A new what?
New wife.
Who is that?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You leave it?
Yes.
All right. I'm not mad at you, Dr. Watts from Chicago. Shit.
No, he wasn't.
What are you talking about? I don't have to switch.
No, he wasn't.
You come off the pick and roll and you got Dapper with you?
And that's the difference. Let's just be honest. Logical. If you are a great player and you're on a bad team, these teams are not letting you beat them. So all the scouting report, Allen Iverson, man, 4 people tried to guard him. If you're coming off the pick and roll, we're not switching. We're going to double team you. We're going to triple team you. That's what makes it harder for a star player on a bad team. He's going 100 miles an hour. So the 35 Kobe average was so impressive to the NBA players that he became the second greatest of all time that year he didn't need to win another championship for players to have that stance, because we know what the scouting report was on him. We know how we guarded him. We know we didn't care about the other 4 players, and he averaged 35 on the scouting report that was in that year, because he wasn't supposed to average 35. Because there was double teams, triple teams, quadruple teams, load over, make him pass the ball to the non-shooters that he had on his team. You know what I mean? So that's why players that year said he was the MVP. He deserved it. He is the best in the league, because he did that against the defense that was set upon him. So when you're on a bad team, like somebody like Jordan Poole, you're going to be double. You're supposed to be the man. We're going to double team. We're going to load over. You don't have Steph Curry on your team.
Somebody got to score. Somebody got to score.
Why didn't he then?
Somebody got to
Why
score.
didn't he? You said
Somebody got to score.
Why couldn't he?
Somebody
Because the game put his team.
Somebody
You
got to
got
score.
Let's go.
Somebody got to score.
Speaking of that,
Let's go.
You hear Rashad wants out. He's done. Rashad's done. He done from the topic of when he said, I played against you and you wouldn't have averaged the 26. Oh, Rashad done.
Let's go. Let's go.
Talking about this season before spring.
You didn't want to see that before.
Let's go. Let's
didn't
go.
want to
be there no more.
He did it.
Yeah.
Obvious. 15. Be in the Wizards uniform.
15, he averaged 15.
Who's that? 15 points.
Come on, man. What are we
I said when he got there, nigga.
Last year.
I know that boom got
You let the team score.
22. Come on, man.
22. Stop playing with me, man.
So 22 on
That's
the
not personal, man.
So now you know,
You got
so he can score 20
personal.
Yep.
He said, y'all can only beat me going personal.
The team is score.
22. Come on, man.
Stop playing with me, man.
So 22 on
That's
the
not personal, man.
So now you know,
You got
so he can score 20
personal.
Y'all
Y'all niggas ain't talking no
with
fucking
Steph
basketball.
Curry and Clay on the team, and you talking about he had trouble.
Talking about he was number.
What are y'all talking?
They averaged 22 before you got here, nigga. Shut up out here.
Before he got here. What?
Average
Average
15.6 shot attempt per game. His last season with the Warriors, 15.2 shot attempts.
He got
his
good.
first
So,
season. Which
You did that make sense because we can't do nothing with him because we got to pay attention to Curry, and that motherfucker didn't play right there. So he gets to play one-on-one. Well, he's in Washington. You come off a pick and roll, you're getting blitzed. Yeah.
What's wrong with James Leonard now? Came on Portland, shot every shot. Now he's on Milwaukee. What's the difference? Yes.
Because he's number 2. He's number 2.
So Jordan Poole.
And he got a Hall of Famer as a
Y'all
talent.
love moving that motherfucker.
What goalpost we moving? We talking about Giannis. We ain't talking about fucking cool. you went from no scout report to now you by yourself. You are the focal officer.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit be, if you sit it back, this is the shit that like I can see why y'all be entertained. We just be up here saying anything. I still can't get over how the fuck did I, like, he's been so removed from Dallas. Like, I just started like, why the fuck did I say Dallas? That was so far off.
I love talking to niggas like that.
I love talking about niggas like, yo, this nigga said, well, say something, because he realized he ain't been saying nothing yet.
No, I don't have to. We gotta round this shit back. You circled it.
I already know.
Rashad is
Somebody got
regularly.
You said somebody got wait. I said why who doing this? You brought
my belt because they didn't want to get you. They did not bring the belt to that. They did not bring the belt to that.
What you gonna say about Iverson?
So I got a question. Jordan Poole averaging more points than he did in Golden State? That's not a question.
He should no.
Okay.
Why not?
It could be honest.
Because you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I know. I think. Can somebody find?
So he put it on the team. No, the Wizards could have put on him.
I think we all talked about that. That's why it's
I know
weird
we
that
thought he
you're
was
here.
gonna
We're doing this shit again.
And this is the problem. He said he shouldn't average more than the 17 that he's averaging. But then, here we go. We have a video where it's me, Rashad, and them, and we're talking about what he should average. What is this? Nigga, who the...
It's wild.
You hated on that.
So you think he about to average?
He already averaged 20.
He averaged 20 last year. So had a bad year.
Damn, I want you 28, 30?
He don't get to the line because they don't think he was the one getting to the line for us.
Yeah.
He's the only one that got to the line for us consistently. People act like he had a bad year. I'm like, okay, a bad year. Like y'all blamed him for the year we had last year. He averaged 20. And they have no expectation for winning.
Well, he's gonna average 30.
At least 75 plus.
Yeah, for sure.
25 plus.
Yeah.
Easy.
25 plus.
He gonna get to the line, and then at home, you got to give him a whistle at home. He gonna average 30 at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's chalky.
You won championships with him.
Oh,
You
shit.
guys got that scouting reports for every game, ways to approach approach guys defensively.
No,
What was
right.
the scouting report on?
So, oh, shit. What happened to that video? Oh, 20. So he said 25 plus. So you averaging 17 points, and somebody says, shouldn't he be averaging more? You're supposed to say, yeah, because you originally had him at 25 plus. And this is called feelings over logic. You see the feelings of, I guess, him thinking that Boogie went personal with saying, I played against you, you wouldn't average 26. Threw logic out of the way, not realizing he did say Poole should average 25 on this team. So the fact that he's averaging 17 means it is harder for him. Luka's fine. Don't be trying to throw that Luka shit in him, man. Yeah, he hurt his knee a little bit, just a little bit, but our season don't start till October, November. I mean, yeah, we good. Right? If he don't want to play no more for them, that's good. But don't be throwing that negative Luka with his knee shit. Almost hurt my heart. I had to. That's what I was sitting there Googling to make sure Luka was all right. Woo!
We did that right there down on this couch, and we thought conservatively 25 to 30 points a game.
We said he was going to average what when he got there because he was going to be by himself. What did we say?
25
We already
30,
talked about all that, though. What do y'all see how he looks in his
Bro, Nick, we already done talked about all of this. It's weird. This is weird.
Bro, niggas got
You know what we haven't talked about? Mostly fans. What do you make of LeBron confronting you in the aftermath of that situation?
You know what? I was gonna skip this one. I want to do the old Stephen A. to all together. This old one, then a new one. I want to do that later today. We're gonna skip all the way to. I'm gonna show you. There's a bunch of contradicting motherfuckers that's just be out here just yapping. Right here. I don't know if you know who OP is, but he was before my time. And he was probably on the bench when I came into the league. I was on the bench too, so it really didn't matter. But let's listen to what OP says about somebody's opinion for him to give his opinion. And that's what I usually dislike about opinionated arguments. It's our opinion, which means neither one of us is wrong, but there's always someone, you don't like my opinion, to then give your opinion, and then I'm supposed to like your opinion. That's why I say there has to be a standard that we go by, and we argue the standard and leave our emotions out of it, because obviously there's nothing I'm going to say that's going to change your opinion of who you got. You're not going to change my opinion of who I got. That's how it is. That's why when people say, when you talk the top 10, why is it not your personal? Because it's my personal. No matter what the fuck you say about my top 10, you're not going to change my mind. It's mine. It has no logic on it. There's no logic to mine. So I take the media's one, and then we argue about where people should be on their list, because this has nothing to do with our opinion at that point. We're just going off of the personal facts. Now listen to this.
What pose you put into the world? I put the pose
What?
in the world. I put the pose in the world. What?
Remember, I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, the guy who lost to the
Why is it?
7, 8, 9 through 12. What's the big disconnect? Players love him. He's a
Wait, hold
very
on.
favorite player. What is it about that? What in your opinion? Why we have that?
All right,
It is the odd couple. Eva Salam in for Rob Kelvin Washington. Man, we are behind. We got to get to our man, Olin Polynice, right now, former NBA center, Fox Sports Radio, NBA analyst as well. Olin Polynice won on X. Olin, I don't know if you were listening. Appreciate you joining as always. Did you hear the conversation?
No, I did not.
I'll get straight to it. The original point of it was, why is there a gap between players, obviously like yourself, who played in the league, and their reverence for Kobe, and they have him first, second, or third, it's right around there. And a lot of times these polls, these lists, these writers, or wherever they put Kobe somewhere, 7, 8, 9 through 12. What's the big disconnect? Players love him. He's your favorite player's favorite player. What is it about that? What, in your opinion, why we have that disconnect?
Well, the disconnect is what's been going on with everything else in our world. That everybody has an opinion. And so it makes it very difficult because no one's ever come up with the criteria for being great, for being the GOAT, for being, the best ever, whatever terminology you want to use. It's who do I like? How am I feeling about this guy? And that's it. Because no one knows. Is it stats? Is it rings? Is it, longevity? What is it? And so to me, that's part of it. But with Kobe, it goes deeper than that because, it's just like with everything else, stuff that happened, off the floor. And the fact that, he became who he became based off of what happened with him and Shaquille, because a lot of people are still upset about that. But it's like that had nothing to do with him.
People don't, a lot of the Kobe fans, it's them young ones, they don't realize that a lot of people in Los Angeles didn't like Kobe after Shaq left. Like, people was really upset. See, he's from LA, so he knows he was there in real time in Los Angeles. People didn't actually they were upset that, Shaq got put out. So the fact that he even mentioned that kind of
what happened with him and Shaquille, because a lot of people are still upset about that, but it's like that had nothing to do with him. So guys get blamed for stuff they have nothing to do with. He's not management, so he doesn't make a decision on breaking up a team. We've been watching Boston. They're only 2 years removed from a championship, or a year removed from a championship. And already they're breaking that team apart because of the injury. So there's so many different components that go into this. That's why I don't listen to it. But recently I made a statement.
Okay, what was that statement?
I got upset on some of these players, ex-players that are running their mouth, about Kobe. And, people on social media were like, so we can't talk about people when they're dead. I'm like, no, that's not it. Because you got to listen to the totality of the conversation. What I was saying is this. None of you guys had the audacity to say anything to that man when he was alive. Especially
and he's shaking his head. That is fucking fabricated lies. I don't even know who came up with that bullshit that they didn't say this when he was alive, when he was going on press tours talking about the shit people were saying. The funny fact, this nigga's on a page where the main host of this page disrespected Kobe every chance he got. 2020, 2019, 2018, 2007. Everything Rob said out of his mouth was hatred of Kobe in real time. We can go through this nigga's page and show you. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We'll go back to that video. Just to show, we're gonna go to the old, we could go to popular. Oh, I'm there. Of course, I'm his most popular. That nigga ain't got no fucking views over here. This nigga ain't got no views over here. Wait. Oh, Otis. Wait, why is 3 weeks the oldest? What is this? Now, hold on. Hold on. What's this? There we go. So I know I done typed this shit in a bunch of times. Where you at, Rob? I don't even think he has him in top 10 over here. Let's see.
When TrueCar, find out what other people in your area paid for the same car you're looking for. Real pricing, actual inventory. New or used, doesn't matter. Go to TrueCar. Oh boy, here comes the instigator, my friend Rob Parker, longtime columnist. So, I wanted to say something positive about Kobe, because my feeling with you and Kobe, because you're a Pistons guy.
So this is...
You're going to hammer Kobe. Can you acknowledge...
So this is 2017, so Kobe's alive.
...that he was wildly entertaining?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not an anti-Kobe guy. I just think that sometimes people inflate where he is and how he fits in. And that's it. It's not that he's not a great player.
Did you go last night?
I was there in the building.
What was it like?
It was a dud. A straight up dud. It really was. I don't know how it came across on television, but I expected the crowd to be bigger. The loudest the crowd was when they got to halftime, and then people knew that the ceremony was coming, and people got loud.
Can I throw this at you, Rob? There is something to be said, and all human beings are like this, is that there are certain people that we relate to. I used to work with Chris Berman. Chris Berman, when you watched him, looked like you could walk up to Chris Berman, hug him, and have a beer with him. That was Chris Berman had. You felt like you could go have a beer with Chris Berman. Magic Johnson. When I watch Magic, I've met Magic 10 times. I saw him a month ago. Comes up and gives me a hug.
Right. That's Magic.
Kobe is harder to love. He doesn't allow you in. He's always been. By the way, he lives down in Orange County. He helicopters in and helicopters out. Even last night, Rob, he left before it was over.
Right, before the game was over.
The Kobe Magic is so huggable and so much about community. You want to give him a hug. Certain people in our society, Roger Goodell, he doesn't look like a guy you can walk up and hug. It's not a criticism. It's a reality. Kobe's harder to love. Is that part of it?
I agree with that. That's an honest take on Kobe, but still outside the building with the people wearing the 8 and 24 jersey, it was in mass. It was an unbelievable crowd outside.
Yeah.
It was loud. It was ruckus. So I thought, wow, this is going to be something special. I really did, and I was disappointed. And those things could sometimes be hokey and cheesy.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? The jersey retirement and putting it up in the rafters. But I was just a little disappointed because I thought there would be more. Maybe people, the real fans, sold out the tickets. Sold the tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? Even with Shaq and Kobe, Christine, where do you fall on this? Shaq was huggable. If Shaq had that kind
the fact that look at the title, is Kobe top player of all time? This is their question. This in 2017, he just retired. Right here, is he top 10 of all time? Hold on. Look at this.
Forgot. So, guy. There was an interesting poll in The Athletic today. They polled, I believe it was Rob G, correct me if I'm wrong, 125 current players, 127 current NBA players on a number of things. Who's the GOAT?
Hold on. Like I went through a whole bunch of video. Here it is. This is the one. 6 years ago. So this is before.
That generation.
Look at what this nigga said.
But you should play it like it shouldn't matter to any conversation.
Well, if you weren't really in the conversation, I wouldn't care either.
Right.
I mean, seriously. That's the right answer.
Listen to
Definite. Kobe.
Listen to what this nigga said before he passed.
Bryant has been adamant about how he really doesn't care about the GOAT conversation.
Well, if you weren't really in the conversation, I wouldn't care either.
Right.
I mean, seriously, that's the right answer. That's
definitely the right answer.
Right
Play it like it's no big deal.
Like it doesn't matter to you, right?
Not only like it doesn't matter to you, but you should play it like it shouldn't matter to anybody. And that's what his answers are, which makes sense. But he says, look, I'm in the things you can prove. I was in the competing on the court because I could prove I was better. I could beat you. I'm paraphrasing. But this you can't prove. It's all subjective, so I really don't care about it. But if you're not in the conversation, then you make it like, why do people even talk about it? Not a big deal. I did my thing. I got my 5 rings, So that's what Kobe does. But he appeared.
See, and this is the conversation that people get mad at me when I listened to this. I watched all of this. I said it. And it was like, when was Kobe never in the, when was he not in the conversation? These guys who vote, these guys who talk on media platforms every single day, you hear it. Why would you care about the GOAT if you're never in? Listen to what these two niggas, and they both agreed, right? If you're not in the conversation, of course you shouldn't care.
Kobe Bryant has been adamant about how he really doesn't care about the GOAT conversation.
Well, if you weren't really in the conversation, I wouldn't care either.
Right.
I mean, seriously, that's the right answer. That's the right answer.
Definite.
And these are people who vote. These are your vote. These are people who have votes. And this is the argument that we fight against on trying, and that's why I say I like looking at their list, trying to understand their list. Oh, that's Fox Radio. Okay, Rob. Okay. What is this? So the fact that where OP at? The fact that OP was on here on a guy's page that disrespected Kobe at all costs. That's what makes it funny for me. Where's that video? Come on, where you at? Oh, no. So we can go back.
Contemporary. And the fact that like a Tracy McGrady or somebody like that, well, if I had Shaquille, I would have won championship. You had Yao Ming. So leave me alone with that fact.
Facts. There you go. Okay, I was with you on it. Then you just compared from Shaq to Yao. Yao was nice. Yao was nice. He ain't Shaq. You don't think Kobe Bryant could have won with Yao Ming? Yes, because Kobe's greater than T-Mac. I don't disagree with that. That's the point. You don't think T-Mac could have won with Shaq? No. Maybe he doesn't win.
See, that's the like I don't know who the one in the black sweater is. That makes the sense. What he's saying. He's saying if Kobe was with T-Mac, would he have won? And he said yes, because Kobe is better. But he reversed it and said, but you don't think T-Mac would have won with Shaquille O'Neal at least one? He's not saying three. He said, well, you don't think he would have won one. If he would have won one, that was T-Mac's point. He didn't say he would win three. People just changed what he was saying.
He didn't. I don't know. You don't. Penny didn't. I don't know.
Penny didn't. The nigga was 20-something, 22, 21. I don't know why people use that. That was Jordan's era. Right, the 90s was Jordan. Why are you using Penny? I don't understand that logic when they were saying Shaq when he was in his first 4 years during a dominant era of the Bulls and Houston Rockets that he didn't win with Penny Hardaway. Penny was older than Shaquille O'Neal anyway. I don't think people realize that either.
So then we don't know if they won. What I'm saying is I don't know. What I do know is Kobe Bryant won without Shaquille O'Neal. He did, facts. But I'm saying T-Mac can say, I felt I would win with Shaq. I don't think everybody can say that. Gilbert Arenas said the same thing.
No, I didn't, bitch. I mean, I don't, you know what? I'm trying to change my ways. No, I didn't, sir. When the fuck did I say that? And then if I did say that, obviously I wasn't talking about Kobe. I was talking about Derek Fisher. I wasn't even in the league when they won their first 2 championships. My ass was in college. Then the 3rd championship, I was on the bench in Golden State Warriors. So yes, I would have won a ring with the Lakers if you would have took the 15th man and swapped us, nigga. I'm not saying you would have put me in. It's reality. My reality is in 01-02, I was a bench player. Meaning you take me, switch me with another bench player. God damn it, I would have won. You know why? Because they won. There's Shaq and Kobe out there. Stop trying to pretend that I said you switched me out with motherfucker Shaquille O'Neal. I couldn't even get on the starting. I couldn't even get off the bench on my own damn team. And we was damn near in last fucking place, man. Stop trying me like this. I'm trying to be better. They're to try to put a nigga behind ball. I'm trying to be better. Okay? Okay? I'm trying to be better.
Take champion, right? Like I'm like, come on, man. And you're right, OP. The fact that the disrespect.
That's what happens with this stuff. Everybody has their opinion.
No, it's not our opinion. It's reality. Like my reality wasn't at that moment in time. I was not good enough to win, goddammit, the fucking 14, 13 spot. Right? I'm all of 15 for real. So this ain't even my conversation. This ain't even my conversation. So I was just trolling that you put me on the team. I would have won a championship at the end of the bench. Cool. I would have been a champion. I would have been Nick Young. I would have been Nick at the end of the bench calling myself a champion and scored no points in the playoffs. I mean, he scored some points, but, you know, wasn't enough to consider yourself a champion in my book. But, you know, that's our own criteria.
And what they believe. And so for me, I try not to deal with it because it's all stupid. That's like you saying, you know what, man, I was better than Will Chamberlain. I can't prove that. So it's like it's just dumb talk.
Look, where do you stand?
Now he's mad at people's opinions and call it dumb talk. People's opinions. For him to then.
once again, this is my personal opinion.
And we're gonna listen to it because you played.
I love Kobe dearly. I appreciate Kobe for what he did. But if I'm picking top five, like my top five, he's not in my top five. As far as like the totality of it.
I don't understand where the logic is here. So you're mad that people giving their opinion that they could have possibly won a champ. Not even put possible. They were basically saying, does my game change? Does my career change if I won a championship back when I wasn't that good in 2000, when I wasn't the man yet? How does that change my career being a second or third option? But if you ask T-Mac, Kobe is damn near Michael Jordan, right? He's damn near Michael Jordan. But you're mad at T-Mac, but T-Mac has Kobe top 2 all time. For you to not like T-Mac's opinion of himself possibly trying to win a championship, then you go on and say he's not even in your top 5. But you're arguing for him.
Everything, because I do have criteria.
Okay,
If
I like
you're
that.
not meeting those criteria, if you can't be in my top 5. Is he one of my favorite players of all time? Hell yes. Like I watch Kobe play every damn day.
Right.
Like I still rewatch his last game. I just love the man and how he plays.
So OP, so where you got him, OP? Since we're gonna do the stupid thing that we all do with rank players and list players, where you got him? He's not in your top 5. Where is he?
He's number 6 for me. He's right outside of my top 5.
Who's in there?
Magic, it's Magic, Bird, and they go hand in hand. And so for me, then I got Stockton in my top 5. Because again, I know what my criteria are. I got Will Chamberlain and I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hey, you two niggas can't be laughing. I'm sorry. I know this is radio and he can't see y'all, but y'all can't be laughing at his top 5. It's his opinion.
And they go hand in hand. And so for me, then I got Stockton in my top 5. Because again, I know what my criteria are. I got Will Chamberlain and I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, now I'm back normal with these guys. See, now we don't have no beef. And I want to say sorry for calling you out of your name with the B word. Now that I know you are a real human, okay? You are a real human. You have real emotions. And you just showed me right there that we both did the same thing. Like, oh, this. I'm pretty sure y'all wanted to hang up. I get it.
Because again, I know what my criteria are. I got Will Chamberlain and I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wait. Older Polynese might just hit. I thought I had heard it all with Liz, Ephraim.
I'm gonna blow my hip out. Falling out this shit.
Wait, I want to make sure. Okay, wow. Wait, I think John Stockton ears just perked up. All the way in Gonzaga, where he was like, for real? Wait, what?
But once again, you asked me.
I want to know why you put him there. We know it's you, OP. We want to know why you.
I'm not telling you you're wrong because it's your opinion.
I might be trying to say that.
Because I have certain criteria that I use.
No,
I have data and all that stuff. So that's why I use facts, not fiction.
Okay, I want to real quick. Make sure I heard you correctly. John Stockton is in your top 5.
John Stockton is in my personal top 5. Me as a person, yes.
So John,
he has a record.
He has John.
He has 2 records that will never be broken.
Steals and assists.
He has 2 records that will never be broken.
But he didn't break the. He didn't.
People that do stuff like that have to be revered. They have. Come on, man. You have.
I don't know what his criteria is, but if his criteria for things that people have, records that people have, and that's part of his criteria, then, then where's Bill Russell? Where's LeBron? LeBron all-time scorer. I mean, there's just I don't even know what possible criteria that he can possibly use that will make sense to his 5. There's no criteria that he will have that will make this look sensible. And then if he did give me the criteria and then I put his criteria to the test, then you will be mad at me for challenging his criteria of his own list.
have to look at it in its totality. See,
And that's why I say if it's just your opinion, cool. Yeah, just it's your opinion. Don't say there's a criteria now then, because now I want to know what your criteria is. If it's just your opinion, that means there's no real criteria. Right? That means you don't need data, you don't need stats, you don't need none of it. It's just this is what I like and this is where it is. I like this, period. When you start using I have criteria, now it's not opinion anymore, because now there's data, and now we can use the data to prove if your criteria matches where you have these people positioned at.
You guys are looking at, who had highlights, who did this, who did. No, it's the totality of everything.
I don't know if he was better than Isaiah Thomas. I don't think John Stockton was better than Isaiah.
That's your opinion.
As good as John was, he couldn't get a chip. Yeah,
but I'm not going to argue it.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I'm arguing when we hang up.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, man, I could have said 5 other names. It would still be mine.
But I don't. But you see how he stands on this. Like, it's my opinion. But when T-Mac had his opinion, you had a problem. And you damn near fucking broke down crying and shit. When T-Mac had just an opinion. And I'm gonna just be honest with my opinion. His opinion, T-Mac's opinion, is more realistic than John Stockton being top 5. If we all had to go to the voting. There's no logical person that will put John Stockton top 5. I mean, you did. So, I mean, okay, let me just rephrase that. There's no logical person that will put John Stockton top 5. Unless Karl Malone was 4. How's the best player on the team for the 20 years not even in front of him? That is crazy talk. How's the second best player? Oh, shit. How was the second best player? Top 5? Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right. How y'all doing, chat? Oh, shit. Okay. Let's get back. Let's get back to the hostile moments, man. OPI hit tripping.
Not all.
But we're gonna do a Stephen A. maybe later today or tomorrow.
Too many of them, and they getting away with that shit.
This morning on First Take, Stephen A. Smith gave his list of the top 5 players going into next season. Let's take a look at the list. So this is according to Stephen A. He's got Joker at number 1, SGA at 2, Giannis at 3, LeBron at 4, Steph at 5. So after taking a look at this list, do you agree with Stephen A.'s list of the top 5 players in the league going into next season?
I'm gonna go Shea 1.
Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I set Rashad up here. I set Rashad up here for sure in this episode. I'm gonna just be honest with you. One, I know he's gonna go the opposite of me, so I decided, because all the hoopla was going around about champions and rings matter and all that stuff, so I put the guy who won the ring, who won all the awards. Moving forward, going into next season, he is number 1. The guy with the ring is number 1, since we all respect rings, knowing that if I have him number 1, Rashad is not going to put him number 1. So then I can go back and hit him with his own logic. So I did set him up.
Giannis 3.
But that's just knowing your opponents.
Luka 4. I'm gonna go.
Wait, what was the list?
3.
Giannis 3.
Luka 4. I'm gonna go
Well, that was before they. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Somebody said what? That was before they won, Gil. Here you go, line again. No, nigga, that was. What are you talking about? That was. This list was 48 hours. This was ESPN 48 hours after they won the championship, where Stephen A. did his thing. They just won a championship. It was 48. It was the second episode.
What is this? Going into next season. So that's the end of this. So top 5 going into next season. I'm going into LeBron and Mitchell. Yes. LeBron and Mitchell. Shake it up. I'm gonna go with my Laker, man. I'm gonna go 5 with LeBron. Money maker Sunday. Top 5 players going into next season. This is Stephen A's list, but I want your list.
Yeah, I mean, when we ask questions, we should just not say his name.
Okay.
Like
this is ESPN personalities list on the show that's on
the
ESPN.
question. Like, yeah, fuck his list. Anyway,
fuck his list.
Is this the first or second interview? So this is basically after the championship. So if the championship ended on what was that, a Tuesday? This would have been Thursday's episode that morning where or whatever. It was the 48 hours after the championship, and it was basically going into next season. So going into this season right here, starting in October, who is the top 5? Boom.
I'm gonna go with K.
Cunningham.
So you got
number 1 spot.
No, not number 1. 5. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so K last.
K. Joker.
Okay, Joker 4.
Giannis.
Giannis at the 3rd spot.
Somebody said, I don't know 80s and 90s basketball. What are you talking about? I know 80s basketball. Trash. Trash. Okay? Overinflated trash. Okay? Hey, listen. Get out your feelings about the 80s. If the 80s was so good, why the fuck did they have 200 people in a draft? Think about that logic. It was so trash that they had 200 people being drafted every year in the 80s because niggas was washing out of the league. Just to let you know. I mean, and that Donkey Kong Jr. got drafted in the 70s. No, I'm just playing. That was Scooby-Doo. The league was so trash, Scooby-Doo got drafted. Scooby fucking Doo, y'all. A pregnant woman got drafted. Scooby-Doo. Bruce Jenner got drafted. This nigga didn't even play basketball, okay? They just said, yo, we need a nigga that can run fast. Just a nigga to run fast. We'll draft him. Let's go. A chair. I don't know what kind of chair this was, but a chair got drafted. And you want to tell me that, okay.
Shay in the 2nd spot. Wemby in the top spot. Victor Wembanyama not appearing on anyone else's list along with Kay Cunningham. Wemby in the top.
Oh, y'all really think I'm playing a chair? Nigga, they drafted a chair. And I think it was the Lakers.
Have Wemby in the top 5. Your number 1 player going into next season.
He's going to be the best player we've seen in a long time. For a very long time. He would have been if he wouldn't have got hurt. So we wouldn't be having a lot of these conversations. So he's an alien. And I think Cade is going to come into his own. I think his momentum shows that Nobody out there really fucking with him.
Hold on.
Hey, they real. Wimby been training with Allen months. I think he's put on about 30 pounds since coming into the league.
Jaylen Brown is my top 6. It's hard for me to leave him out.
Yeah. I see you put SGA in the top spot. Why did you pick SGA?
So 1977, the Lakers attempted to draft Scooby-Doo, but the league rejected it. Let me see. Bruce Jenner. Let's see what year Bruce Jenner got drafted. Bruce Jenner got drafted 1977. He was selected 7th round with the 139th pick. He got drafted by the Kansas City Kings as a publicity stunt. So 1977. It was just, I guess this was just the end. This one they just said, you know what? They got so tired of these motherfuckers just drafting anybody. They was like, you know what? Listen, y'all want to draft Scooby-Doo, a chair, and a woman got drafted. Yeah, what pick was she? Let me see what pick was she? She got drafted with she got drafted right before Bruce, 7th round, 137. She got drafted with the 137 pick. They was like, you know what? Can we just put the black people? Hey, fuck all this. They drafted. Can we just put the blacks? Hey, that ABA, them black niggas over there. Let's just bring the blacks in. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's just bring the blacks in. You know what? The girl, the Bruce Jenner, all it's dumb. It's dumb at this point. Let's just bring on the blacks and we'll be good. And that's what ended up happening.
Because he won the MVP. He won the scoring title.
Like, I didn't want to do it. Like, y'all can see I paused like a motherfucker. I didn't want to go here because I knew I had him, but I was like, you know what? Should I not? I was trying to be civil, so I had to think.
Why did you pick SGA number 1?
But I'm thinking, why the fuck you asked me that question? I didn't want to. I'm processing it. I don't want to argue today.
He won the MVP. He won the scoring title. Western Conference MVP. Finals MVP. You know, this is a problem that I have with all of it. With what? The concept of what actually matters. So, me, I went on TV to talk to Stephen A. Smith about something he said prior. And I asked him when he said rings matter. And I challenged that notion because of past articles that I've seen written by him and other media that they don't matter, because if they did matter, then this wouldn't have happened. Right? You wouldn't have said T-Mac in 2004 to 2002 to 2004 would have been on the same level as Kobe or better when you guys was picking them.
Why you wasn't on the 2000 All-Star team? Nigga, I wasn't even in the NBA. I came in 2001, 02 season. I was in college. That's why I wasn't there. I was in college.
It mattered if one had 3 and one had none, right? So when you say rings matter, and then you have a list right here, and then you have Jokic as number 1 that it has. So you're telling us rings matter, but after the motherfucker won a ring and swept the NBA, you have them too. So you're telling me rings don't matter while screaming rings matter. So
I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. You're saying rings rings matter, someone just won a ring, and then 48 hours later, you don't even respect him enough in his ring to put him number one, even for the moment. But then you say rings matter. It's a contradiction that's what I said. It's a contradiction to voting. It's a contradiction to all of it. And that's why everybody's mad every time a list comes out, because they'd be preaching one thing and then the results is something different.
And you wake up in the morning, just like Kobe did, with a ring and all these awards, and you go on here and you see that you have another motherfucker in front of you. So if you're Kobe Bryant in 2002, 3, and 4, and you're sitting here being compared to a man who don't have rings, and you're sitting there with 3 of them, wouldn't you be a little like, what the fuck does this all mean then? So if you're ashamed and you wake up this morning and you got fucking 4 trophies sitting here with the king dicking balls, and you're sitting there and saying, how is he number one? I beat him. I beat him to get this both times. I beat him for the MVP, and I beat him to go to the championship to win these awards, and you got another nigga in front of me. So you're telling me none of this shit means nothing in real time.
It means something.
This is in real time. Like, we just finished one. 48.
That nigga said, am I wearing the same shirt? Yep. You just can't see the burgundy part of it in the collars because of the way the camera's positioned.
Hours ago, 48 hours, you got a list with me, number 2, but then
I'm the most recent champ.
I'm the rebound one, but I'm the most recent one.
I'm the most recent.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
The list again. Tatum 5. Jalen Brown 14. We champions, final MVP. One of us got to be 1 or 2.
If you care about lists, you're going to keep getting your ass kicked in the balls. Your ego going to keep taking the thrashing because motherfucker, your expectations are trying to meet criteria of what public wants you to be in. That's what's going to happen. You're going to keep fighting this narrative that somebody else who can't do what you do create so that you can chase and run up the ladder to try to sit back and say, why is this motherfucker ranked headed to me? Man, nobody give a fuck about that shit. Man, that's why I say, why would you put his name on there like we supposed to honor that shit when that's what Shea can do based on his list? Why you gotta be number 2 when I just did all this? It's just like, because it really don't fucking matter. You the man. You won. You number 1. And everybody under that list will acknowledge that. But everybody's gonna pick who they want because they got favorite players. I got my favorite player. I picked my favorite player. Cool. But if we start going find these lists like they matter beyond
Wait a minute. Both of y'all right though. This one, hold on. To your point, right? You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. Stephen A. Smith sat his ass right on this couch and told us he voted for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for MVP.
Yes, he definitely did. Before the season was over.
Sat his ass right here and told us he voted for this man for MVP. Meaning he thinks he's the best player.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down,
unequivocally the best player in the NBA. And you come right to your point, right now, motherfucker. And have this man number 2.
Why would I trust your list? I'm trusting anything you're saying.
Why would I trust anything you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so both of y'all both of y'all are absolutely 100% correct with this shit. Like, you said, why would you have Shea 1?
Because I like who I like. That's why.
So you base your opinions off of no facts then, just how you feel.
Bro, it says, who do you like going into the season?
Who do you like?
Then it said, who do you like?
No, it says top 5.
Who am I going to pick my favorite player?
No, it's top 5 block.
He just be making up what it says. That'd be the funny part. He just makes up what it says and what it's supposed to be saying.
My favorite player.
No, that's not what it says.
What does it say?
Put it
Tell
up
me
there.
what it says. It said top 5 players going into the next season.
Top 5 players on the
Nah, it's not going to.
top 5 players on the next season.
Who gets to pick that?
So take the name off, and it's Rashad.
Are we asking
players
me?
going to next
Are
season?
you asking me?
Rashad Can's top
We're
5
the video.
players.
So top
Are you
5.
asking me?
So Rashad Can's top 5 players going in the next
So
season.
do I get to pick?
Your top 5 players.
Mine.
Yes,
To pick who I So who did I pick?
yes, your 5.
Okay, I picked
So
my
Kane,
I picked my 5.
Yes.
I picked my 5 because that's who I feel like is going to be playing well next year.
This is going in 2.
Going
That's what I
into
just said. I just said that. and we are the media. So I picked that list based on the trajectory of
going into, that means how they finish right now. Going in when the season starts, these are the top 5 players that are starting the list. Not who's going to end the list as top 5. Going into it, like right now, we finished the season. Starting the season off, who is your top 5 players? That was the wording. Not who's going to finish top 5. Who is going into the season as top 5?
I think is going to be playing well next year. Not based on who won MVP.
So like we say, who is going to be the top 5 teams? You got to put OKC at least one to give them the credit because they are the champions. Then you usually go from there, right? I'm pretty sure nobody's going to put Indiana, right? Either you're going to go Dallas, Houston, New York, maybe Clippers, maybe, right? You know what I mean? But you're usually going to give the credit to, the champs going into the next season.
Yeah. Right. You know this is a contradiction to your whole Kobe.
He's trying.
No, I'm not trying. I'm saying.
Trying.
So when I made the statement of saying in 2002, my actual statement off of the facts that were going on in 2002, challenging the idea of ring culture and said, if ring culture is a real thing and it really means something, how could you have somebody with 3 rings being in the same conference of asking who's better with someone who doesn't have rings? And it was voting and all this going on, and you're saying he is the next Michael Jordan. He got rings and this and that. He was using the ring.
Who?
You.
No.
And then I'm saying,
no, you're just
you're talking about 3 rings, and I'm saying, well, they didn't use that then. See, I don't think you knew. I don't think you knew that I was challenging the ring culture because that's what fucked Kobe. The ring culture
fucked Kobe. What are you talking about? What fucked Kobe? Kobe Bryant won 5 championships.
And where is he ranked?
Wherever anybody ranks him, bro. We don't go off no media shit. We don't care.
We don't go off no media shit. We don't care. But we watch everyone get upset when the new list came out and they had him 11. Everybody, he's still posting. He's the one that said, yeah, let his name rest. He's the same one that's posting every damn day about Kobe. Why is Kobe out of the top 10? But here, it doesn't matter. So if it doesn't matter, if none of the lists are respected, why do you care so much then? It's an excuse that people use. You can't say the list don't matter, then complain about the list mattering and why nobody respects it. But then you have a list that you just put Wemby number 1, and then people are supposed to respect that list. I don't get the logic of stuff like this. You're not even trying to autocorrect it. You're doing the same thing that they're doing, but you want the keys and say, I don't like how you're using your keys, but then you're not using your keys correctly either. Because if you was using yours correctly, then you would have Shea as the champ, number 1, just like back then, Kobe would have been the number 1. There wouldn't have been no close second because there's no conversation with a guy who just won 3 rings. You wouldn't be comparing him to anyone because there's no comparable on who is the best right now between these two, because the rings and the winning overshadows it all. So what the fuck are we having a conversation about? That would be the logic and that would be the conversation, but that is never the conversation because people use their emotion when it matters to them.
You keep bringing it back up like it means something. Like it doesn't. His family, his friends, his teammates.
No. See, you're using your emotional.
You're using negative connotation.
I'm using facts.
Kobe's never gonna die, bro.
A nigga just won a championship.
Bro.
A person just won a championship, and you disregarded everything he did by putting Wemby up there. So
that is, I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong here that If he is media and his vote counts, wouldn't that be a slap in the face to Shea? He just won an MVP, scoring title, Western Conference Finals MVP, championship, and Finals MVP. To say who's going to be the number one player going into next year, and then media puts Wemby number one. This nigga didn't even play for the last 3 months. That's what I'm saying. So you're not doing anything that nobody and that's why I said this is what you wasn't in the league then. This is what happened to Kobe. 3 rings to get slapped in the face by somebody who didn't even get out of the playoff. And that was my thing. Because I remember I was there, I was listening. So I'm slapping everybody back with the same logic. Because this is what people don't understand. What you used against Kobe, you can't use against LeBron. So that means you got to change the rules for LeBron. If you change the rules for LeBron, hey, you remember Kobe? Now, if these are the rules you're going by, now you have to bring Kobe back up to give him a fair assessment because you changed the rules. And people don't understand that. You change the rules to what you used against Kobe to make him feel like he wasn't a top 5 player. And those rules are not the same today. So if these are new rules, then you have to swing the logic backwards and then give everybody a fair assessment now. You can't just keep the top 10 the way it is and then use new metrics, because you got to remember there's new awards. There's Western Conference Final. There's new shit that's here that you're going to use, and it's going to hurt the pass. You know what I mean? That's Bill Russell. There was no Finals MVP when Bill Russell was there. So you're using that hurts him. And that becomes the problem with some of these arguments and some of these lists. You have to have a standard of something that is equal across the board, even with new trophies being put into the situation.
There's my list. How is your list even with respect to nigga who think they supposed to get some shit on my watch? Nigga, nah, you didn't get it. Get to the back of the line now.
Thank you.
There's my list. How is your list even with respect to nigga who think they supposed to get some shit on my watch? Nigga, nah, you didn't get it. Get to the back of the line now. With your expectation, nigga. So what list matters though? If you just put media. Exactly. Right. What list matters? We're media. What list matters? So my list only matters to me. So no, you're spewing this to the world. You're fighting for somebody who just this same thing just happened to say what you just did. What they did to Kobe in real time. Let's stretch it. Just happened.
He wants to go.
From the media. I'm not complaining. The media. Kobe got the media. We just came here and just put a number 2 after winning all these awards. The media did that. You're not going back. Championships matter. And then you're getting out of me because I pointed out. Championships matter.
Championships matter. And he just put Wemby number 1. And I'm going to just be honest. He don't drink, y'all. He don't drink. That's water. You said that's water in his cup. He just then he throws in rings matter at the end.
Just 40 hours ago, and you came up here as the media and disregarded everything you did. Was he in the top 5? You made no difference. Was he in the top 5? You did nothing in the top 5. Yes. No, yes. Huh? Yes. Was he in there? He's in there, right? Yes. So you want more? If you sound like Brian enough. Hey, listen, Brian, you're number 3. No. I'm number 1. You got to put me here.
See, and this is why I say you got to leave your emotions at home, because the logic of it is he fights for Kobe being somewhere, and then what if somebody say, "Oh, so you want more? We got you in the top 10. We got you 11. You want more?" Yeah. See, then it becomes, "Oh, now you're disrespecting." If you put the same logic back, that's why I say, what is the criteria so we can all understand it? because there's no criteria, that's why I said I wanted to understand how does this shit work? And that's why I said I did the research to try to figure out all of it. And I want to get back to the topic. I had set him up just so I can, get at him like that. Because he kept calling me out on the what's the name. But look, when we was talking about, the bad teams, the bad players scoring on good teams, I did something and I wanted to see if there were bad players on good, or there was good players on bad teams, were they scores like that? Shea was number one, good team. Giannis, Jokic, Ant-Man, Tatum. The first bad team, top scorer, Kevin Durant. Then it went Cade, then it went Brunson, and then a second good scorer on a bad team, Booker. Then it went Dame, Curry, Carl Anthony, LeBron, Trae Young, Wagner, Mitchell. That's the top 16. Jordan Poole at 30 was a top scorer on a bad team. To try to let you know, being on a bad team does not, if you're not that dude, yeah, your team needs to score, 100, but there's going to be a collective of a whole bunch of average players doing that. If you're an average player, you're not just going to, whoever the number one player is on that bad team, just because you're the number one player, don't mean you're just going to be averaging 30 out here. No, that's meant for the elite. That is elite. That's you got to be an elite player to do that on bad teams. So, I wanted to write that down. But look, oh no, Cade really him. Stop playing with me. Who said Cade was bad? Cade team was, wait, first of all, Cade team was good and he was 7. Cade team was good. Let me see, we got some Diddy truck, food for thought. Last year, there were over 360 million trucks reserved online between U-Haul. Hey, you know what, Diddy? Hey, Diddy truck, I got trucks too. I do have 2 trucks. I had bought them during COVID. But, it was for some other stuff. It was for some, you know what I mean? I can't say that online because they looking at me right now. Oh, they almost sniped me. I hit the wrong button. But, you know what I mean? Is Luka injury bad? I think I'm over here with y'all. I don't know. Let me check. Let me see. Probably not. Damn it, it was just there. Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I mean, and if it is, you got enough time to get back better. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Ooh. That could, I mean, that's how you tear your knee up, though. That's how you can get him a little meniscus tear, a little PCL strain, shit like that. So, I hope he's all right. I mean, I'll be devastated. Damn, man, you can't be doing that to Luka. Nah, man, you can't be doing that to Luka, man. God damn it. You can't be doing that to Luka. Feds had him a little bit. It's just a little bit. You can't stop Gil. Why even try? Grade my list, Gil. What's your list? Where's your list? Where's your list, man? Let me see this list. For the most part, I'm gonna say it's good because it's your list. Don't say criteria. Don't hit me with the criteria. Oh, hey, streaming on NBA TV app. NBA TV app. So can I stream that on here? What time is that? Is that on? Is there any way I can stream that live? They'll probably try to flag the shit out of me. I'm gonna see if I can try to get that live. Hey, y'all want to see something funny? Hold on, let me show y'all something funny. My boy Kwame Brown is back, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, that's great. Hey, Kwame, listen. I know. Listen. Oh, hold on. Let me get it back. I know you're gonna be pissed off, but it's too late now. Unless you're gonna cut down your whole stream. Hey, I'm on. Look, I've been doing all the research on this members only, boy. I'm a member, baby. I get all the goodies, boy. What? Look at that, yeah, boy. I get all the goods. Yeah, I come in here and get the slicing and dicing. I know this one's a good one. Ooh, I know you done killed some people on this one right here. And let me see what else. There's some good ones. What that 11 hour? That 11 hour one. That yeah. I get this. There's a lot. This members, boy. I ain't got my badge yet. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get to go in here and get the dissecting and stuff like that. It's good up in here. But you know what I mean? The ones I'm looking for. I'm gonna tell you which ones I'm looking for. The ones that you can hit real good. Hold on, the ones you can hit real good, y'all. Here you go. You go to the oldest. Nah. Oh, he took him down. He was smart. He was smart, but he was smart. He was smart, but you know the Hassan Campbells and all that, them niggas he don't really like that. But yeah, I'm on it, baby. I'm a member. Ooh. You know, just let them know. I'm in there having fun, boy. I'm in there having fun. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Yeah. I'm obsessed with a nigga who pretends that, you know, he don't talk about me, then go on every platform and say, oh, I'm just talking about Gil's Arena. Nigga was on Twitch. I'm on Gil's Arena. He won't do it here. He goes to Twitch to then talk about me and then pretend that he ain't talking about me. But I'm not gonna beat him up. I'm not gonna beat him up no more, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no point. Right? It is what it is, where he at. You know. Just sometimes every 6-7 months, you know, I gotta spank him just a little bit. But then I gotta get back to business. And right now I gotta get back to business. I had to get my lives down packed. I know me and Melly gonna start going live again. We're gonna do our shows again. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Probably tonight, later on tonight, I'm gonna do the Stephen A breakdown. Him and LeBron. I ain't know him and okay, I'm lying. I did know him and LeBron had beef. But where I do respect Stephen A. Smith's opinion is, even though they hate criteria. Only people I be having problems that is going to be logical. So, um, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? All right. Now, damn near okay. Oh, I said, Bron, Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Tim, Shaq. I be having problems with the Wilt and the Bill because I didn't watch them. Um, Kareem, I didn't watch, but just by his resume, obviously, um, he dominated. So he has to be top four. When you're saying unbiased list, you have all the right people in the top 10. So I don't know what your criteria is on the order, but I mean, for the most part, through most criterias, Bron, Jordan, Kareem, through any list that has facts. Look at just if you're doing factual base of what you did that we can prove, Bron, Jordan, Kareem as 1, 2, or 3, depending on how you tweak it, they will be your top 3. Magic, Tim, Shaq, Kobe, that'll be your next group with Bill and Will. Now, Bill and Will, I'm sorry. The fact that Wilt only won 2 championships, you was the most, the fact that I'm looking at your numbers and nigga, you average 50 and 30 and shit like that, but you only have 2 championships, that means your dominance didn't translate, meaning this. To be great, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, we can say LeBron, we can say on that type of level, you were selfish, and when it was time to win, you were smart enough to play team basketball to win. Jordan, all them years selfish. Then when it was time to win, boom, he understood the next goal. Kobe, 35, 32, 30, selfish. When he got the right pieces, he understood how to win. I can't tell you by looking at Wilt Chamberlain shit that when it was time to win and he was in position to win, he understood that he had to sacrifice to win that championship. You got to be selfish to get to the mountaintop, and then once you get the mountaintop, then you use the rest of your team. The rest of the greats did that. Magic did it. Kobe did it. Jordan did it. LeBron did it. Curry did it with his team and with KD, right? All the great people, when they were smart enough to understand how great their team was to basically, sacrifice. So looking at Wilt, looking at all these numbers, and it didn't translate to a whole bunch of championships, kind of tells me you didn't do what it took to win. And then Bill, I mean, the team was great. They got the number 1 and the number 2 pick at the same year, but I mean, still winning is winning. So if you got him in a top 4, 5, 6, I'm gonna laugh and sniggle and giggle, but it's your list. So I mean, I respect the list. I'm gonna just be honest. I respect the list because for the most part, you have the top 10 people who's supposed to be there. Bird, I still gotta dissect his resume. So Kobe was not that good. He worked at it. Your goofy ass could have been a Kobe, but You're using my what's the name that what made him great was he worked his ass off. You're using that against me? That's what I said. If I would have worked that hard, I would have been a 3-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA player on the cover of a video game, and I got a statue. I don't think work ethic hurt me. I don't think being arrogant hurt me. I think an injury, a nigga falling into my knee hurt me. I think the 3 knee surgeries in 14 months is what hurt my career. This is not like you're acting like that somehow I didn't work my ass off to get to the top and then me just falling below average or something. You're acting like an injury didn't stop me from what I was doing. Very different. But I agree. Yikes. Ouchie. But look. Listen. Oh, what is this? Found this on Twitter. NBA ISO score. I hate shit like this. Okay, so we have NBA ISO tiers. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on, so we can all look at this together. Do I have I have Twitter? Do I have Twitter on here? Let me see. Let me see if it works. Nope. Okay. Let me see. All right, let's just try this way. Let me just go to Google. All right. NBA ISO. All right, let's see what we got here. Bam, bam. All right, we got MJ 1, tier 1, ISO scoring tier list. Tier 2, Kobe, Durant, Iverson. 3. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I can tell you right now, if we're going ISO, tier 1 would be Kobe. It'd be Kobe instead of MJ on tier 1 when it comes to ISO work. I mean, the difference between Jordan's ISO work was his ISO work was the rules was so different that his ISO one dribble pull up or one dribble get to the basket, you wasn't able to double. You wasn't able to double. So you don't really know what his ISO work is, but I will have Kobe on tier 1. I'll put Jordan on tier 2. First of all, I mean, tier 1 has to be, you know what? Fuck all that. Jordan, Kobe, tier 1. All right, let me see who else was a fucking terrorist on ISO work. I think it'd be very disrespectful if we had a third person with them. So I'm just going to say those two is tier 1. Jordan, Kobe, tier 1. Tier 2, Melo, KD, T-Mac, Harden. I wouldn't mind having Harden as a second tier. All right. Third tier. Iverson. ISO Joe. I mean, ISO Joe could be 2-2. Kyrie. They got me 5. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. My ISO work was like that. Hakeem. The fact they put Wilt in that bitch is crazy. I mean, Luka ISO work is crazy. Jamal Crawford, Paul Pierce. I mean, Kareem Skyhook. I guess if you take, I mean, you know, Joe Johnson didn't average the 30s and all of that stuff, you know, to be at that level. But I mean, when it just came to just, I'm giving you buckets with my ISO work. I mean, you could have Joe Johnson in tier 2. But, you know, that tier 2, those are all damn near 28, 30, 30 scores. You know, Iverson was, Iverson. See, I came in the league after they took away Iverson's crossover. So once they took away Iverson's, crossover and took away that vicious shit, I mean, just that alone, he's tier 2. I'm not even going to disrespect because his ISO crossover was so vicious that they had to ban it until the nigga retired. I don't know, y'all know that. Iverson's, that crossover was so vicious, they had to ban it. Once he retired, they allowed it again. Boom, boom, boom. I guess post players is kind of hard, even though that is a form of isolation. Kareem, Shaq, Dirt, Tim Duncan will have to be put in there. Luka. I mean, the only person that I will question in here will be probably Wilt Chamberlain. I will have Duncan put in here. I mean, Brunson's ISO work is, Shea's ISO work. I mean, it all depends on how you like it. But it gets tricky. It gets tricky with some of these players, though. But I think top tier is, Kobe. KD can put himself in the top 3. If you want to put him in top 3, you can have him in top 3. But Melo's top 2, James top 2, T-Mac and Joe Johnson's top 2. Paul Pierce is in that. He's 2.5. 2.5, 3, 2.4. He's the hybrid of that. What's the name? But I'm for sure. I mean, I should be. I fuck around should be 2. You know what I mean? But I'm not 5. I'm not 5. I had the post-up ISO work, had the mid-range ISO work, then I had the 1-4 flat ISO work. I gotta be like anywhere between 3 to 4. I'm not 5. I'm 3 to 4. I'm 3 to 4. I'm between 3.5 and 4. I gotta be there. If I'm 4, I'm the first nigga at 4. If I'm 3, I'm the last nigga at 3, okay? All right? I'm the last one at 3. Self-glazing is the best. Self-glazing is the best. We all glazing selfie. If you ain't got a chick right now, come on, bro. You know what I mean? They get lonely sometimes. You know? Self-soothe. But look, I gotta go see my son today. Little nigga balling. I gotta go watch him. Rank Gil's ISO, me 1. Gil's Arena ISO 1, me 1. Oh, whoa. I forgot we got Nick. So ISO work, probably Nick 1. I'm 2. Then probably Rashad, then BJ. Just from film, it seemed like Rashad was a one-on-one player. BJ was a speed demon, right? Pick and roll, come downhill type of player. So I don't know if he really played like one-on-one game, but I did see a highlight of him in one-on-one matches. So yeah, Braun wasn't really a one-on-one player like that. Like when it came to one-on-one, he wasn't a one-on-one. That wasn't really his thing. But I mean, I'm not mad at the list. I mean, you know, to have Jordan, obviously it's a Jordan fan who put it up there. You know what I mean? You know. What's so funny is you can look at a list and say, okay, so this is bias. Beasley's up there. But all right, look, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. We're gonna try to do two lives a day. We're gonna try. You know what? I'll probably do gaming. Like, should I do gaming at night or gaming in the morning? Basketball talk during the day. Should I do basketball talk during the day and gaming at night? Gaming at night. All right, so I'll do. I got 1 win. I need my 9 more. I'll do gaming tonight, and then I'll do the Stephen A. Smith on the arena, his topics tomorrow during the day. And then I got golfing tomorrow. I'll probably do like a IRL. I'll probably do an IRL golf. I got I don't know if it was Skip and Akib. I know Akib is there for sure. Because we got to do all of our intros and all of our stuff Monday. But yeah, so I'll probably do IRL in real life, film, have Melly be the filmer, and then we'll be just live on the golf course. You know, the vertical style. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Well, that's at 3. I'll let you know. I'll let you know tonight. So I'll see you guys later tonight. Madden's back on, right? Hey, the nigga who beat me yesterday, man, I'm going to just be honest with you, nigga. Like, I was planning on doing like 4 hours yesterday, and I didn't like just beat me and just let me break the controller. Don't play with me like that. Right? Don't play with me, man. Now you're making me feel like I'm a trick, like I'm a nigga at the strip club. Right, you over there whispering in my ear, hey, daddy, you do. Oh, my God, daddy, you the best. Like, oh, my God. And then I'm out here spending my dollars and stuff like that. And, here's my number. Call me when you get back. When I get off work, I'm going to hit you. And then I done spend 5-10 grand thinking I'm about to get it. And then you'd let me know your kids is at home. You got to take your kids to school in the morning. You feel me? Like, that's what you was doing. You playing with my emotions, kicking, punting it at the 1-yard line, doing little shit like that. And, you over here running backwards and shit, fumbling and shit. You're not just fucking with me, right? You're just fucking with my emotions. I didn't like that, man. All right, so I'm going to just let you know, man, you're not welcome back on the stream. Like, I don't want to play you. I don't want to play you no more. Like, don't challenge me unless I call you out. Like, when I start getting big-headed, right? I start winning like 4-5 in a row, and then I call you out, that's when you show up. Other than that, man, relax. All right. I'm not on your level. All right. I'm just gonna be honest. All right. I'm not on your level right now. All right. So you fuck the fuck off. I know it's not his fault I'm trash, but he knew I was trash. Right? Just beat me 60-0. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, it's like whoop my ass and then cool. But the fact that you playing with me, my emotions, I'm scoring, it's 10-7. I'm really thinking I could possibly win, knowing in the back of my head I couldn't. And then all the shit that's happening at the end, I was just done. You know, you done fucked my mood up. Now, everybody after you, that's the easy win for them. And I didn't like that feeling. So I'm sorry that I turned it off yesterday, but you really was fucking with me, okay? So I you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna look for your gamer tag and I'm gonna have Madden just cut your shit off. You know, fuck you. All right. So I'll see you guys later tonight. My Madden spirit is gonna be back live and hyped for the next bums. Okay. Hey, Miss Sunshine, make sure that nigga don't hit that link. Okay? All right? See you guys later. Thank you for showing up. Peace.